Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a little portrait for you guys today that I did maybe like a month or two ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a really quick version of it that I posted on the Reels. But I thought I'd do just sort of a longer, I think it's about 6 minutes version of this. I got most of the process in, I think, except for the eyes. So you can see how I lay it in and build up texture. And this one's a little bit different than normal because I'm doing it on a linen panel and it's just toned. So just a little bit more traditional of a start for me. I'm doing just a very basic block in, but not worrying about details at all, just sort of trying to get the proportions right and the shadow patterns in, and then I'll sort of work out the form as I go. As long as the general shapes are in the right spot, I normally can just work it out in the painting process. And as you can see there, I was using like a roller for a second because I'm always trying to experiment with different tools to get different textures and stuff like that. So it's good to always mix it up. So in this one, I'm really keeping it vague in the beginning and not doing too much drawing because I want to have that sort of discovery process and like problem solving in there because I think that creates some like happy accidents and interesting transitions in the form. So it's almost like you don't want too detailed of a drawing when you want that sort of vibe of like that sort of deconstructed vibe, I guess. Yeah, for me it's like solving a puzzle and keeping it loose in the beginning. It just sort of adds more problems in a way that end up giving you interesting results in the end. Sort of going overly exaggerated on the colors to start so that I can then tone things down a little bit as I go. And then a lot of times I turn the canvas upside down to sort of refine the drawing a little bit or just see things differently. It really helps me a lot. I don't do it every time, but I'd say most paintings I do it at least once. So as I'm building up the form and those like lighter colors, it sort of tones down the oversaturated colors. And with a little bit of that peeking through, it really brings some vibrancy to the image. It can be tricky at this stage of the painting when you have certain areas that you think look good or interesting and you don't want to like cover them up. So it's like finding that balance of adding more paint but not too much. You know, you don't want to overpaint, but you also don't want to worry about not touching the canvas. You need to just keep going with the flow. I think I'm about to add a really thick amount of paint on the cheek to really build up the form, and I think I used the palette knife for that to really like load up the paint. There's something about the palette knife and the really clean colors you can get from it. It looks so different than just using a brush. I just think it really adds a pop and like that sculptural effect that I like. And then as usual, after I put on stuff with like a scraper or a palette knife, I'm still painting into it with a brush to sort of smooth those tones out or like transition it into the rest of the painting better. Well, I didn't get the end of the painting, but here's a final image, and you can see how it turned out. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions or ideas for other videos. I tried doing a live video the other day, and it was cool. I want to learn more about doing that, so if you have any suggestions for doing live videos, let me know in the comments. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.